This is Sony Picture Sports Network, and you are watching Sony 6 HD, the home of cricket.
Hello and welcome to the highlights of the third one-day international of the Micromax Cup being played at the R. Premadasa Stadium. The action has now moved on to Colombo with the series level at 1-1. Sri Lanka carry the momentum after victory in the last game. India, however, view the defeat as a wake-up call and will be eager to hit back. The pitch looks an ideal strip for batsmen and full of runs. The early phase of the innings, though, may provide some help to the pace bowlers. Sri Lankan skipper Mahela Jayawardene won the toss for the first time in the series and elected to bat first. Sri Lanka have chosen to make a change to their playing 11. Leg-spinning all-rounder Jivan Mendis comes in with Lahuru Thirumanni being forced to sit out. India have made two changes. Pragyan Ocha has been left out of the team and Rahul Sharma comes in his place. Umesh Yadav is the other bowler to lose his place. Replacing him is Ashok Dinda. Let's join action with Arun Lal and Roshan Abhisingha.
Dilshan it is. He was good. In fact, he's pretty aggressive. And look at those figures. His strike rate of 86.6, an average of 35. But more than that, he's a match winner on his day. And if he can get the start that Sri Lanka won, then it becomes a real task to pull things back, Roshan.
Yes, indeed. And even Upul Tharanga has been quite good. Good afternoon, Arun, and very good afternoon to all our great viewers, wherever you are. Yes, it's going to be a wonderful game here with the series tied with Sri Lanka and India looking to get the ascendancy here. We've got two games at the R. Premadasa International Stadium, and the series then moves on to Kandy. So both teams, as Arun said, will be keen, but look at this man, Zahir Khan, the spearhead. What a lot of experience he has. So this is going to be a mouth-watering battle on a good pitch between a fine bowler and two very good openers. This is Zahir Khan for the first ball.
It's gone to the stumps, he's bowled him. That is the huge breakthrough that India were looking for. With a slanting bat, it's gone off the meat of the blade and it's gone onto the stumps, and Dilshan didn't quite know where it was. In fact, she was searching for a single. Disaster for Sri Lanka.
Well, that's absolutely bad luck for Dilshan. Look at it. He didn't know where the ball was. As Arun said, again, he was looking for a run and didn't realize that it trickled onto the stump. So the scorebook will record him as bowled Zahir Khan. Gone for 4. It's 9 for 1.
.64 wickets for Zahir Khan and man in Kumar Sangakkara. Look at those numbers. 10,000 plus runs. Vastly experienced. Just the kind of man you'd want in a crisis. But a big breakthrough for India. He's got hold of that one. That'll give him a lot of confidence. Marvellous boundary in the first one for Sri Lanka.
He's very strong square on the offside, Upul Tharanga. Loves to go hard at deliveries, short and wide. And on this occasion, he had plenty of width. Upish, but in the gap. Off the middle of the bat, that was well timed. And yes, that will make the batsman feel good.
Zahir has got a short mid-wicket. He would have dearly wanted that man at short point. Got to bowl a lot straighter. Oh, has he edged it? He has, and finally Zahir has his award. It was just a matter of time. He was flirting with danger, Tharanga. going after wide ones and finally nicking one, and Zahir has his second.
Well, he was chasing a few deliveries, Upul Taranga, and this time succeeding. Big edge. Good catch by Dhoni, but that was unnecessary, really unnecessary from Upul Taranga. Sri Lanka could have ill afforded that wicket. Goes for 8, Sri Lanka 19 for 2.
New man in, Dinesh Chandimal. He's been doing well of late. Good average, fairly decent strike rate, but he's the kind of man you'd want in a crisis as this one is, because the bowling is on top. They're getting movement, they're getting a little bit of bounce. Oh, I think it's inside edge. No, it isn't. Wicket number 3. The bowlers are really now dominating. Sri Lanka have lost another. Dinesh Chandimal is gone. It's 20 for 3.
That's another big wicket for India. They've been getting wickets quite regularly, and Dinesh Chandimal batting at number 4. Irfan Pathan, the bowler, pitching in line and just hitting the back leg. So the bounce seemed to be all right. The line seemed to be all right. The Kumar Dharmasena had no hesitation. Gone for naught. 20 for 3.
Right, so there it is, 20 for 3, 5.3 overs have been bowled, and what a pleasure it is to be sitting up in this lovely commentary box here as Mahela Jayawardena good shot, straight down the ground. That was nice timing, that's much better. You've got to play straight. There's a little bit of movement out on the pitch, got to play straight. And that was lovely timing.
That was superb. That's basics. Driving through the line, Sangakkara. Batting just outside the crease, Tony. Make sure that he just doesn't want to move the ball much. So he's just passing through the ball for 4 runs.
One played away down towards fine leg and into the fence it goes. Leg buys actually, deflected off the legs.
The Indian 2 fast bowlers still operating from the both sides. Irfan Pathan just down the leg side for Kumar Sangakkara. Try to work towards the leg side. Leg buys for 4 runs. Tony, still the wicket is moving a bit, and both the bowlers seems to me swing the ball a lot.
Well, that's well played. That's a very good shot. Now that's one of his great strengths, that area through the offside. They've got the field packed out there, knowing full well that he loves to play that shot. The ball coming onto the pitch there, onto the bat there nicely as well. Look at the advance down the pitch, trying to turn that into a half volley and then just leaning back. This is a lovely cricket shot.
Yeah, that's the confident player most of the time. He got runs, he's playing well. He just come out of the crease and just play towards between the point and the extra cover for 4 runs. He's playing well, he's batting well.
Flicked in the air and bouncing away safely down towards square leg.
That was more swing to Mahela and flicked away for 4 runs from square leg. This is the one he flicked through the square leg for 4 runs. Mostly Irfan Pathan is trying to get into Mahela Jayawardena. Most of the time he just flicked through it 4 runs.
Most expensive over of the innings so far from India's point of view. 13 runs from the over. Straight to the fieldsman. So 13 from the over, it's 40 for 3. got that away fine. I think there might have been a little bit of bat in that. Will it go for 4? Oh, nice. No, it's 4. 4 runs. Zahir, I think, desperately just sticking a hand out there. And not quite been able to latch onto it, and that takes it past 50.
Just flick through Sangakkara for fine leg. Not the best of fielding from Zahir Khan. After bowling 5 overs, must be getting stiff from his back.
It always goes a little bit quicker when it goes off the bat.
He's used the pace. He's used the pace of Rahul Sharma, and that's good enough on this outfield.
Well, he's a master, Jayawardene. He's really got time to play his shots. When you bowl at that pace, you've really got very little margin for error. Outside the off stump, especially when the ball is turning away from you, you can actually delay your shot to find the gap and use the pace.
Over the top. Oh, lucky to get away with that one. That came off the base of the bat and only just cleared cover. And obviously, Jayawardene deciding that they just need to lift this run rate a little bit. That was down the wicket and over the top.
He's been there sufficiently now, long enough for Jayawardene. Taking a little bit of a risk, I would say, but a calculated risk. Giving himself room. A good shot because he saw the open spaces. So anything in the gap, anything over that fieldsman will always fetch him a boundary.
Oh, that's a very good shot. That's a beautiful cut shot. Well, just a little bit short that time, I'm afraid. Doesn't bowl many bad balls, but that wasn't his best.
Well, Jayawardene in very good form. Short and wide in the gap. Just look at the way he controls it. Rolls his wrists, gets on top of the ball, hits it down.
That's into the gap nicely. He's going quickly for the first one. Will he come back? He's coming back. Yes, this will be his 50. Down the far end goes the throw. And that brings up the half-century for Mahela Jayawardene. 68 one-day international half-centuries. Takes him to the top of the tree with Sanath Jayasuriya.
Well, what an important innings it has been for the Sri Lankan skipper. Coming in at a difficult time at 20 for 3. He's partnered Kumar Sangakkara. And 1750 against India. And very well played, Mahela Jayawardene. But the job is incomplete. This is how he got his half-century, just turning it behind square leg and looking for a couple of runs, and that he did get.
Lovely shot. Sweetly timed as well. Now you'll have a nice blue streak, I think, on that wagon wheel.
This is the one from Mahela Jayawardene. The sweep over the short square leg for 4 runs. He wants to change this field, Sanjay. That's why he was playing that short, fine shot.
Sri Lanka had a rocky start. But so often you see Sri Lanka salvaged or saved by Mahela Jayawardene and Kumar Sangakkara. It's Kumar Sangakkara now who's reached his 50 as this partnership goes from strength to strength.
Sangakkara's 73rd ODI 50, 16th against India, 4th in consecutive innings versus India. I think amazing record against India, Sanjay.
The second time he's hit 4 consecutive 50s versus India. Oh, could be. No, I thought it could be just slipping down the leg side. Kumar Dharmasena thinks that ball would have gone on to hit the stumps. Mahela Jayawardene has a niggle of doubt as he walks off. But what a wicket for India this.
Disappointing for Sri Lanka. Rahul Sharma. were thought earlier on, just going down the leg side. Maybe hitting the leg stump, Sanjay. Sri Lanka 141 for 4.
Rahul Sharma has provided India a big breakthrough here. Mahela Jayawardene dismissed on 65, leg before of 79 balls. Angelo Matthews, the new batsman in. Well, I thought in the end it was a fair decision from Kumar Dharmasena. I just felt that maybe just missed leg stump, but you can see that pitched on middle and leg and would have gone on to hit middle and leg. So very good decision from Kumar Dharmasena.
That was a good decision from Kumar Dharmasena. Disappointed for Mahela Jayawardene.
And it's a pull shot that will fetch him 4 runs. Ample time for Sangakkara to rock back and pick up 4 easy runs. Roshan Abhisinghe and Arun Lal will take up commentary.
Thanks, Sanjay. So they've done it pretty well, Sri Lanka. After 20 for 3, they're looking good at this stage to get in excess of 260. He's gone over the top. He's really forced that issue. Almost predetermined because the length wasn't there, but that's a terrific boundary for Sangakkara.
Yes, he had the mid-off and mid-on up. Definitely short. And Sangakkara going over the top. Kind of a flat-batted shot rather than the conventional loft.
Too short. He's gone inside out and he's fetched himself a handsome boundary. A little predetermined, but that's what we mean about Angelo Matthews. When he goes after it, he can really pack a punch.
Well, he'll have to take some risks, Angelo Matthews, because we're in the last few overs or last part of the Sri Lankan innings, giving himself room. And look how that bat turns as the ball hits the bat, the super slow-mo. Such a revealing camera. It's the ultra motion camera. Gives you those super slow-mo pictures.
And he's got him. Well, this is a soft dismissal, but this is well done by Ashok Dinda. He was making out as though they're going to bowl the short ball to Sangakkara and then bowl the slower over-pitched one. And he's got his man.
Well bowled very cleverly, Ashok Dinda. He's got a big scalp in Kumar Sangakkara. Soft dismissal, as Arun said. But what a big wicket for India. They needed Sangakkara and he knew it. Sangakkara knew that he couldn't afford to get out at this stage. Gone for 73. It's 182 for 5.
Well, that's through the gap. A quicker delivery from him. The problem was it was a bit wide and skidded on nicely. When you've got a backward point and a short third man up, this is always going to be 4.
And I think this is something that Rahul Sharma has to be wary of, because he's got the height and the bounce. Anything that's even slightly short.
Well, that's in the air, and I should think it's going to go for 6, is it? No, 4. Couple of bounces down to the boundary at backward point. That wasn't a very good delivery. It was asking to be smashed away square, and it was.
Yeah, he bowled it as a variation more than anything else. He just wanted to change the length, show the batsman that it's not just going to be full in these final overs. Speed on that delivery was just over 130, so it sat up nicely. Well placed by the batsman. He's a small man.
Oh, He's reverse swept that one away, and will it beat the fieldsman? Yes, it will. It's right out of the middle of the bat. That was a genuine reverse sweep.
Yeah, and I think very logical shot as well, because it's a difficult shot and it's very unorthodox. And when you're going to get 4 runs for it, makes a lot of sense to play it. Not when you're just getting a run or a 2.
Oh, that's well played. That's a magnificent shot. Way down there to mid-wicket for 6. First 6 of the innings, and it came right out of the middle of the bat. Well, he's had a bit of luck with those short deliveries of his. Not this time.
Yeah, as it turned out, it was a short ball and it's gone for 6. And it's a lovely shot. And just the sound that it made, it came smack from the middle of the bat. And I think somewhat expected from the batsman. This is the 3rd short ball.
And that's well played too. There's a bit of a gap down there. Will he get it? That's 4. Very good shot. Lovely cover drive all the way along the ground, but played right out of the middle of the bat.
Well, I tell you what, if Dinda is looking to bowl full, normal deliveries, not slow deliveries, but full deliveries, he's got to bowl it quicker than he does. Because this is just meant to be hit. It's full and it's got no pace at all. That last ball was about 131 kilometers per hour. So I think the pace, or when he's really able to be aggressive or beat batsmen by pace, is when he's short. Whenever he's full, that speed is just not enough to trouble the batsman or make things difficult for the batsman. It's just in the early 130s.
And that's his half-century. His 11th half-century, very well played at a time that it was actually vital that he made some runs here, and he made them quickly too. So a run rate, a strike rate of over 100. That is well played.
Hallmark of a good batsman. Just sneaked away to his 50. Under the radar almost.
Matthews has played well for his half-century. This is Matthews acknowledging the applause from this big crowd. And of course that's where he scored them all. 4s through the offside. Picked off a lot of 2s on that onside. And it's into the gap for 4. He's opened up the face of the bat and taken it from just outside leg stump. Managed to guide it through the field on the offside. Oh, he's hit that for 6. That's a magnificent shot. The way he brings his wrists into it, it's unbelievable. That was short, and boy, there was never any chance of it doing anything other than going into the crowd for 6.
Familiar problems for India in the last 10 overs. 86 runs in the last 10 overs in that first match. And now here, again, Dinda put to the sword in the last 10 overs. It's a thump. It's not a huge swing of the bat. It's just the bottom hand coming in from the back of the hand, slow delivery.
Oh, he's hit that away firmly. There's a fieldsman down there, though. No, he won't cut it off. Bounces into the fence down there at deep mid-wicket. And that brings to the end a magnificent partnership. A partnership of over 100, 104 of 73 deliveries. Very, very well done.
Last over, 16 runs. And it's poor Dinda once again at the receiving end. Dinda making a comeback to this Indian one-day team in place of Umesh Yadav. Has gone for 76 in his 10 overs. And this weakness continues to remain chronic for India. The last 10 overs. I think Dhoni will have to review his tactics of bowling Zair Khan in the power play. He needs to have a few overs of his in the last 4 or 5 overs. Tremendous innings from Angelo Matthews. Not the first time we've seen him revive a situation. That seems to be his job description in the Sri Lankan team. Just revives his team's fortunes.
After 3 early wickets in the Sri Lankan innings, Sangakkara and Jayawardene steadied the ship. Sangakkara got 73 and Jayawardene got 65 to set a platform and allowed Matthews and Mendes to be explosive towards the end. Matthews hit an unbeaten 71 and Mendes 45 not out to get them up to a total of 286. Zaheer Khan came back with the ball. He picked up 2 wickets, removing the opening batters. Pathan, Dinda and Sharma all picking up a wicket apiece. It's now time for a break, but when we return, we'll have the Indian run chase. Stay with us because you don't want to miss this.
Gautam Gambhir played a fine innings in the last game, India's losing cause, but what a fine performer he is. Look at his stats. Good strike rate, very good average too.
That's one thing that's pretty much constant with all Indian batsmen. Gone. Senanaike, I think it is an extra cover who takes the catch. And it's a shot that he plays. This is the way Sehwag plays. This is good success for Sri Lanka.
Pereira has been in wonderful form, phenomenal. What a big wicket. Senanaike is a very fine fielder at cover, and he knows that he's got a big one. Virendra Sehwag, the batsman, dismissed. The wicket that Sri Lanka wanted. He's gone for 3. It's 8 for 1.
That's the first one go. Virat Kohli has come in, replaced Virendra Sehwag. He's hitting through the line. This is how Virendra Sehwag plays. He throws caution to the wind at the start. When you have a ring on the offside, there's always a chance that you'll get a catch like that.
Sachin Senanaike is a very fine fielder. He is the substitute, one of the substitutes. The brilliant fielder.
Oh, nice shot. Get a few runs here. In fact, it's going to be 4 runs.
Gautam Gambhir timing it well. Well, they've got something to cheer about after that Sehwag wicket. Pretty strong square on the offside. Hit it hard into the ground. Bouncing well over that fieldsman at cover.
Well, that's blasted through the offside field. That's a magnificent cover drive. Mind you, it was asking to be hit.
Virat Kohli, a superb shot, timed really well. Not even nothing to get a really timed really well. You can see the way he bats. Just wait for the ball to come.
Oh, that's a good shot. He's hit that one through the offside field, down the wicket and opening up. And I think that's basically Gambhir saying we can't afford to get stuck here. We've got to open our shoulders a little bit. This was a Sanat Jayasuriya shot.
Tony, confident player. Gambhir, last game he got on runs. Just came out of the crease and just extra cover for 4 runs. That's the kind of a batting India need at the moment, because these are better bowling in the right areas most of the time.
Oh, great shot. Magnificently played. That brings up the 50 as Kohli gets that away off the middle of the bat, wide of mid-on. There hasn't been a better shot played today.
Fuller length from Izurudana. Work towards them, just wide of mid-on for 4 runs. Timed it really well. He's an informed player, confident player, and he's playing really well.
that's well played. That's a magnificent shot, that is. Well, Gambhir just leaning back there, the ball too short, and pulling it away down to the boundary for 4.
Suresh a bit short. Gambhir pulls through the square leg for 4 runs.
50 for Gautam Gambhir. Comes down the track, 33rd ODI 50, 9th versus Sri Lanka, and 2nd in successive matches. This has been a very commendable effort, this one.
Indeed, a very commendable effort, but he knows that his job is only half done. A lot more to do, and India will want him to bat and bat through, with the rest batting around him.
Acknowledging the appreciation of the crowd. You take a look, those 3 or 4 shots played inside out were quite magnificent.
Oh, and he's got him. Caught and bowled. Well, that's what they needed. They needed a wicket, and he's come to the party. Hayrath, who has this uncanny knack, too, of creating a few problems. He looks pretty... look, he doesn't look as if he's causing any great problems to the batsman, and then this happens. He had that covered all the way. Caught and bowled. That's exactly what Sri Lanka needed. Kohli is a very, very good player, and he's obviously not very happy with himself. He's just knocked it straight back to the bowler. So the end of a very good partnership and the end of a very good player. Kohli gone for 38, 113 for 2. Well, here's the big surprise. He doesn't expect anyone to do things he can't do. He's decided to come up the order and see if he can finish this off. Or perhaps he just feels like a decent knock. One way or the other, he's the captain, very much in charge. He's out there, promoted himself ahead of a couple of other batsmen. So MS Dhoni has arrived at the centre. Very busy player straight away off the mark. It's 114 for 2.
Indian batsmen, of course, used to playing on good flat pitches where the pace is predictable. So this is a forcing shot which is second nature to most Indian batsmen. They like to force it straight down to mid-on, mid-off. This pitch not quite as predictable.
Nicely steered away. That's well done. Placed it absolutely perfectly, just wide of the infieldsman and into the gap down on the boundary.
There again, Gautam Gambhir very adept at playing Lassit Malinga. It's a full-length delivery. It's not a bad delivery at all. Very wide, so he actually created that kind of an angle.
This one's played away nicely. Oh, well played again. That ball is flying off the bat now. It really is.
The fine leg was inside the circle, so it was just clipped away, and well, fortunately for Dhoni, fine leg inside the circle, and the square leg was much more square.
Couple of runs there. In fact, maybe 4. There is no fielder there. That's very cleverly done.
That was I was talking, Harun. You need these boundaries. The wrong one, short with width. Gambhir cut it through to the deep cover for 4 runs.
Oh, beautifully bowled. That is unbelievable bowling. Lassit Malinga has got it back. A beautiful Yorker. That's the delivery he's become known for all over the world, except perhaps against India. And this time, he's gone through the Indian captain.
Well, he hadn't had a batsman bowled for some time, but he's picked the right moment to dismiss Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Getting a wicket with the first ball of a new spell. And what a critical wicket it turned out to be. Dhoni gone for 31. The 180 for 3.
Right, the new batsman is Rohit Sharma. We did expect to see him a little earlier, but Dhoni decided to come out and face the music ahead of a couple of his batsmen. Well, this is one of them. So now it's up to Rohit Sharma. This is the wicket again. Beautiful bowling. That's an absolutely magnificent ball. Dhoni just couldn't get down it. If you're trying to play a shot to a delivery like this, boy, not easy to get it away. And well, Dhoni didn't that time. Yes, there he is. He's out there supporting his hero. What a wicket. That could make a huge difference to this match. Right, can he do it again? All of a sudden there's a slip-in position now. Oh, that's out. That's LBW. Yes, he's got him. Beautifully bowled. Magnificently bowled. Goodbye, Rohit Sharma. First ball. Well, this is the problem. When you come in as a new batsman to face a reverse swinging in-swinger like this one, it's always going to be difficult. I think it hit him almost on the half volley. Looked to me as if it was plumb.
Well, Lasith Malinga has struck again. Take a look at that. Oh, now that was on the toe. Very, very close indeed. Surely hitting the stumps. So Rohit Sharma's poor run with the bat in the series continues with the first ball duck. The 180 for 4 India.
This is Suresh Raina. Now this will make a little bit of a difference because he's a left-hander. I think the thing to do to him is to let him have a bounce at first ball. He's got a bit of a reputation of struggling a little bit against the short ball. This is the wicket. I think that was hitting leg stump thereabout. They got him hitting middle of the leg there, but don't think there's any doubt that he was out. He bowls the ball from so straight. This is a hat-trick delivery. Let's see what he can do. Oh, nicely played. I think it probably pitched just outside leg stump, but it's going to crash into the stumps, but it was well played by Raina, just nudging it away on the onside.
Well, this is another look at that wicket. What a wonderful Yorker from Lasith Malinga. 2 consecutive Yorkers. The previous one bowled, this one LBW. Completely changed the complexion of the game.
Well, that's beautifully played. That's Gautam Gambhir's 11th one-day international 100. He's 6th against Sri Lanka and he's 2nd on this ground. And it's been an absolute pleasure to watch.
Indeed, a brilliant innings by Gautam Gambhir. Well, he had to endure some difficult times when Virendra Sehwag got out. But he's been the stabilizing factor for India.
And there's the acknowledgement from Gautam Gambhir. His 11th one-day international century for India. Very, very strong on that offside. That's where he's made most of his runs today. Oh yes, I think he's got him. I think that's out. That's a direct hit. And Sangakkara agrees. I think that one may be out. It looks to me as if yeah, up goes the finger. He's definitely given it out. This is good fielding. He's had a try at the stumps and he's got him by a long way. That's out for sure.
Isur Udana, the fielder. Great piece of fielding. And Gautam Gambhir should really now see this out sign coming up. So he has to go. Big wicket. Very big wicket indeed. Direct hits can always spell trouble for you.
Yes, that's a huge wicket. It's 196 for 5. Well, there he goes, Gautam Gambhir, 102. He's not happy with himself either. good shot. That is a super shot.
Oh, he's dropped it. And he's got good hands. Sen and IK went straight to him. It was hit hard though. Mind you, Suresh Raina's batting power there.
Yeah, he was looking for elevation, which he didn't get. That would have been a good catch because the ball was traveling.
He's got 4. And the charge this time working for Suresh Raina. He charged the bowler, got him to change his length, and the line ended up quite poorly for the bowler.
That should ease a little bit of the pressure on Raina, but they've got to carry on going in that fashion. You're right about the fact that it's not going to be the easiest to find boundaries because of no pace being offered.
Oh, that's gone very fine. And that's good thinking from Suresh Raina. It's a full-length delivery. And he just helped it on its way.
Yeah, I think there's some areas where a batsman is pretty conscious. Should he get the ball in that area, he's going to play that particular shot. He knew that the third man was wide. Cleverly done.
It's another edge. We're getting some streaky shots from the Indians. They scooped it on the offside. This is the shot we were talking about from Suresh Raina on the offside. A lofted drive. And that's a terrific shot. And great start to the over. You can see the hopes rising in the Indian camp.
That's a wonderful shot. Really beautifully executed. And certainly should be worried now. Mahela Jayawardene, another slower delivery to begin, and he was up to it. Perfectly done. Brings up the 50 of the partnership. 53 or 40 these two have put on. Under the circumstances and in the situation, invaluable.
And Raina is 40 of 30 balls. Oh, inside edge. There's been some good luck going India's way in the last few overs. Seen lots of runs in that direction of inside edges, fine edges, outside edges.
But there's not a lot you can do about that. Aggressive intent, trying to play inside out, trying to play to covers, playing it a little early, getting the inside edge perilously close to that leg stump, but he got 4. And they've got 10 in the over.
Well, that's in the air, but it's going to go over the top. There's no one back in that area, and it's gone all the way, has it? Yes. Well, that brings up Raina's 50. Wonderfully played, actually. 23rd one-day international 50, and his 7th against Sri Lanka.
Well, what a way to bring up his 50, Suresh Raina. Clean hit. Timed it well. Just went over mid-on. There was no long on. Look at that, got underneath it and hit it very powerfully. Huge 6.
I don't think he knows it's gone as soon as he's hit it. Oh, and the questions asked, but no reaction there from the umpire down that end. Yes, I think the mistake, if anything, was made by Mahela when he took off Malinga. Three men back on the offside. Angelo Matthews. Oh, that one smashed away nice and firmly. They'll get 2. Or will it go all the way? No, it'll be cut off back there. 2. Mahela, he'd be disappointed actually, because there was one stage in this match where it looked as if he got things covered. The highest 6-wicket partnership against Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka. Four to get off 5 balls, so a boundary here will win this match. 3 to tie the game. Another little conversation between Matthews and Mahela. Yeah, they all look very disappointed, almost shocked, didn't they? They probably thought at one stage that they were right in business. What a fantastic innings Raina's played. He's on strike now on 64. And tries to smash it away through the offside field. Another single. He was trying to finish it.
He certainly tried, and he's done a tremendous job. He's lived up to his reputation of being a great finisher. Suresh Raina did come in at a difficult time. Then he was hardly in when he lost the established batsman. He had to back with Irfan Pathan, and he's done a good job.
3 runs to win, 4 balls to go. Place has gone a bit quiet. Oh, and what's the point in that? Boy, those stumps that have gone over then, they would have created a bit of pressure for the new batsman. Raina wants a quick discussion.
Well, he has plenty of gaps if he wants the single, but this was unnecessary. Just a wild swing, Irfan Pathan. He's been batting sensibly up to now. Don't think India will want to play silly shots like that at this stage.
Amazing what a little bit of pressure does. Matthews slowing things down. Another dot ball here would be quite useful. They now need a runner ball. 3 off 3. They've got that leg side boundary protected by 3 men. Now then, Pathan, will he go for this one again? And if he does, will Raina run if the ball goes to the keeper? He's hit that in the air for 4. That's it. Magnificent shot. So the Indians win. And they win in style, actually. This is the highest successful chase by any side on Sri Lankan soil to win a game. And you can see there that Raina and Pathan very happy with the way things have gone. It was a gem of an innings by Raina in particular.
Yeah, great finish by the Indians, and Irfan Pathan finished it in style. And aren't they delighted? They've broken an unbeaten record of Sri Lanka. Up to this point, Sri Lanka had never lost a game after scoring 250 batting first. The Indians have managed to change it.
Well, what an exciting game that was. Gautam Gambhir at the top of the order. He scored a prolific 102, but he was run out by Udana. MS Dhoni and Kohli both contributed, but it was Suresh Raina and Irfan Pathan at the end that got the Indians over the line. Suresh Raina 65 not out and Irfan Pathan 34. They got the runs in 49.4 overs. Malinga caused problems in the middle of the innings. He picked up 2 wickets in 2 balls. The Indians were struggling at that stage. Pereira also picked up a wicket at the start of the innings, proving that he is a golden arm. And Harat also picked up a wicket, but only 5 wickets to fall for the Indians. So here is the match summary then. Sri Lanka posted a monstrous total of 286. Sangakkara, Jai, Warner and Matthews all performing with the bat. India in return got the runs, just 5 wickets down. Gambhir very much at the head of it all. 102 he scored, and Raina finished it off with a 65 not out, making India the first opposing team to beat Sri Lanka on Sri Lankan soil after scoring 250 plus. Suresh Raina's unbeaten 65 fetched him the Man of the Match award. Hope you enjoyed the highlights. That's all from us. See you next time.